how to enter deep work mode instantly, even when you don't feel like it. Most people wait until they feel motivated before starting deep work. But here's the truth. Motivation never comes first. Action does. Think about it. How many times have you waited to be in the right mood before doing something important? Studying, creating, writing, working out. We tell ourselves we'll start when we feel ready. But that feeling never comes because motivation isn't a spark that appears out of nowhere. It's a byproduct of movement. When you start scrolling on your phone, you're not actually resting. You're feeding your brain quick bursts of dopamine. Each scroll, each notification tells your brain, this feels easier than focus. So when it's time to do deep work, your mind resists, not because you're lazy, but because it's addicted to instant reward. Deep work, on the other hand, gives delayed reward, satisfaction that comes later, not now, and that's why it feels so hard to start. But once you learn how to flip that internal switch, from dopamine chasing to dopamine creation, focus becomes natural. You don't wait for motivation. You create it. Here's how. Step 1, the 1-minute rule. Your brain overestimates effort. The hardest part isn't the work itself, it's starting. So instead of promising yourself hours of productivity, promise yourself 1 single minute, just 60 seconds. Tell yourself, I'll write 1 paragraph, I'll open the file, I'll outline the first idea. This removes pressure and tricks your brain into starting, because once you start, momentum takes over. Science calls this the progress principle. Dopamine releases when you see progress, not perfection. 1 small step changes your state, and that state fuels the next. You're no longer waiting for focus. You're building it through movement. Step 2, anchor your environment. Your surroundings are constantly shaping your focus. If your desk is cluttered, your brain feels cluttered. If your phone is within reach, your brain will expect distraction. So create what I call your deep work setup. This could mean cleaning your desk, silencing notifications, closing all extra tabs, putting your phone in another room, or even lighting the same candle each time you work. These small rituals become anchors. They tell your brain, this is the place where we focus. Think of it like a musician tuning their instrument before performing. You're tuning your environment to match your intention. Step 3, the 5-minute reset ritual. Before you dive in, take 5 minutes to write 3 simple things. First, what exactly am I working on? Second, why does it matter? Third, what does done look like? This clears mental noise and gives your brain direction. Without direction, your focus has nowhere to land. Most people skip this step and wonder why they drift. But the mind craves clarity. When you define your goal, you transform vague effort into precise action. This ritual also removes anxiety because half of your resistance comes from not knowing what to do first. Once you decide, deep work becomes a flow, not a fight. Step 4, remove choice, create flow. Decision fatigue is silent sabotage. The more micro choices you make before working, when to start, where to sit, what playlist to play, the less mental energy you have left to focus. So automate your start. Same time, same spot, same ritual. Maybe you play the same music or sip the same drink. The goal is to make starting effortless. Because when your ritual begins, your brain recognizes the pattern and says, oh, it's focus time. Consistency turns deep work into muscle memory. You no longer rely on willpower, you rely on rhythm. Step 5, the emotion trick. This one's powerful. You don't need to feel focused to start, you just need to act focused. Adjust your posture. Take a deep breath. Move like someone who's already in flow, because your physiology talks to your psychology. When your body acts the part, your mind follows. Within minutes, your emotions catch up. What felt like resistance begins to feel like flow. You stop negotiating with yourself and start doing what needs to be done. Your body leads, your mind follows. Deep work isn't a mood, it's a muscle. The faster you start, the stronger it becomes. Each session builds your ability to drop in faster, stay longer, and produce more. The greatest creators, thinkers, and builders in history didn't rely on motivation. They relied on systems that made focus automatic.